Hey everyone, this is a requested reading. As you can see, I do not have the bracelets or anything. I'm just going to be using this new deck that I got. The Claves Astrologue. I cannot pronounce that. Clavis Astrologicae. Yeah, I think that's it. It's you can find it on labyrinthos.com. It's just a astrology deck for zodiac signs, house placements, planets, and moon phases. But anyway, I wanted to put that in my reading. I'm also going to be drawing cards in the reading as well. But yeah, this was a requested reading, so obviously this is not going to be for every person that follows me. This is strictly for people who are actually in a committed relationship, a agreed upon monogamous relationship, because the question is, are they cheating on you, okay? Now, I'm explicitly saying this is for strictly monogamous relationships because if you're in the talking phase and they're seeing someone else, that's not really cheating. If you're in a polygamous or polyamorous relationship and you're both aware of this, whatever, that's not cheating, so this is literally just, when I was pulling the cards, I said this is for people who are in a committed relationship and it's monogamous and you both agreed to just be exclusive and you want to know if they are cheating on you, okay? So I want you to look at a astrology card and just see which one you're drawn to. Okay, you can also use a number, pile 1, which is the 8th house transformation card, pile 2, which is the Scorpio card, pile 3, which is Terra, which is just Earth. Okay, so you can pick those, and I'll put the timestamps below, and I'm going to get started, okay? So, just put these off to the side. Okay, so pile number 1. Let's just bring that up there. The other card that you got was Aries. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, King of Swords, clarified by the Hermit in the reverse. Okay, you could be dealing with an earth sign, especially a Virgo. The Ace of Cups in the reverse, the Ace of Wands, and the Magician in the reverse. Let's see, I'm going to pull Thanks, Spirits. Let's get some insight on this for pile number 1. Let's get some insight. Pile number 1 is their person cheating on them. Reconsider. And no in the reverse. Not in the reverse. I keep doing that. Sorry. No at the bottom of the deck, okay? So yeah, I feel like they're not cheating on you, but let's look into this. Let's look into why you're thinking that they're cheating on you, okay? So with the 8th house, that's like transformation, spirituality. Let's look at this little handy-dandy sheet. Okay, this is like sexuality, transformation. This is leaving something behind, death. Like it's like a very transformative card. It's like Pluto, like Scorpio. Okay, something could be transforming in your connection. Maybe you both are like kind of going into a more committed relationship, like, so maybe you're worried that they're cheating on you already, or like I feel like something has just really begun with you too. Like I feel like not that you just met each other, but the connection, you guys decided to like take something to the next level probably very recently. Like you recently started oh my gosh, you recently both decided, okay, let's take this a step higher. Let's really get into a committed connection. So it could be like worrying you, and you could be thinking like, okay, but are they already cheating on me or something? With the Hermit in the reverse, This is like loneliness and withdrawal. So this could be like a long distance type of relationship right now. Like maybe you're not really around each other, but yeah, maybe over like, you know, the phone, over a text, over Zoom, whatever. You're just like, hey, I like you. I want us to be together. Okay. Either that, or this is just, if you've been together for a long time, this is just as long as you guys have gone without being around each other because, you know, isolation, social distancing, all that. So that could be another factor that is like really worrying you because right here with this Aries card, it could have been like, you know, at the start of Aries season, which was around the time that, you know, coronavirus, all this like lockdown stuff really took action. So yeah, if that's resonating with you, just with being alone right now and not around them as much, I feel like you're probably getting in your head with the reconsider card, and you're just like, it's like you're putting all this negativity out in the universe, like all this negative thinking, okay, because I feel like this is you. Let's see. With them, I mean, they're showing up as the King of Pentacles, you know, with the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So I feel like they probably have this very cold way about them. They don't really know how to express their emotions, or they're really weird about stuff like that. So it's probably confusing you again. And I'm kind of getting like with this card like new ideas. Okay, so it's like you're getting ideas in your head, thinking that something is happening, think that they're doing something. Thank you, Spirit. Why does this person feel this way? Why do they think that their person is cheating on them? I feel like you could see that they have a lot of potential to, you know, to be like a spouse, a parent of your children, whatever. Just like very stable energy. They could have their own house. They could be very like, you know, successful. But they're more about like being a provider, materialistic wise, like that type of thing. So they're probably really bad at expressing their emotions. They're probably one to like, you know, give you things to express their love for you. But I do just feel like it's just something new in this connection that's just like kind of putting you on edge. Like there's a lot of ace cards here. Like let's just, yeah, new moon. So new moon is, let's see. New beginnings, like I said, setting a clean slate, gathering your thoughts and planning. Okay, so one thing that I'm kind of getting with like setting a clean slate is maybe you know that in the past they've cheated on someone, or maybe you both got together because they cheated on their other partner with you. So you could be worried that they're going to cheat on you, okay? That Aries card. Because the Aries card is in the reverse, I'm going to look at like the weaknesses. So the negatives of Aries is aggressive, self-centered, pushy, inconsistent, selfish, loud, and bad-tempered. So yeah, the person you're dealing with could at times be a little self-centered, a little inconsistent. So again, you're worrying. So again, like you recently have gotten into a higher level of commitment with one another, but they're a little inconsistent with their feelings. Like one minute you think that they would be like a great provider for you and that like things work out beautifully between the both of you, and then other minutes they just kind of shut down. They don't really know how to express themselves. Okay. Now the Nine of Cups, like this is like the mutual energy right here, I guess. The Nine of Cups is like wish fulfillment, okay, just everything you want coming true. And the Ace of Wands, that's like, you know, that's taking action. That's, you know, a lot of sexual energy, sexual attraction, new beginnings, you know, really doing something. It's like not only wishing for something, but really going after what you want. Let's get a couple more cards for pile number 1. With the 4th house card, I'm kind of feeling like for some of you, you may have been cheated on in the past by someone else, or it could be this person. But with the 4th house, this is origins, this is like childhood, you know, this is like, you know, what shaped you as a person, family life, whatever. So maybe maybe like your father cheated on your mother, and you know, or again, relationships that you've had, someone has cheated on you, so you're very worried that you're being cheated on and you can't shake it. Like, this person might not even really be doing anything, but because they're not that expressive all the time, like they know how to really like suppress their emotions, you feel like this distance, and it's like part of you just feels really lonely around them sometimes. And I feel like you guys need to work on that. You need to talk to each other. That doesn't really sound like a fun relationship. The Magician in the reverse, it's like, that's like poor planning, you know. It's like the Magician is like a manifester, but I feel like for you guys, you know, maybe you wanted a relationship, you wanted to be in a relationship, and you just got into a relationship with this person without really like thinking about other aspects or something. I feel like I'm getting burp confirmation. I feel like with this, even though you guys are in a relationship, you're probably, again, worried that they're cheating on you, maybe because you just don't trust them, okay? Like it's a commitment, but that doesn't mean that they're your person. It could be like a karmic type of situation. It doesn't have to be, but it could be, because this is like to leave behind. So again, if they've cheated on you in the past, this could be a sign, just being like, you know, time to reconsider and just be with someone else. I feel like, I don't really think that they're cheating on you, though. It says very unlikely that they are, but you just have trouble trusting them. So I feel like that's really going to affect this relationship. It's like you either learn to trust them, or you leave them behind and be with someone that you can trust, okay? It's like almost like a self-sabotage thing happening here. Like, you just might just having trouble trusting them. And I mean, if you're watching a reading about are they cheating, that's probably the case. Okay. The waning gibbous is introspection, turning inwards. And that pairs very nicely with the King of Swords. So yeah, I feel like you're really in your head about this situation. But I just feel like the more you are thinking this, or even if you actually say it to this person, like, oh, I think you're cheating on me, I feel like it's going to manifest that way with the Magician card. Because, like, yeah, it's like, be careful what you wish for with this 9 of Cups and this Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is like a very sexual card, and there is like sexual themes right now in this reading. It's like, if you keep thinking that they're cheating on you, or that they're like, I feel like it's almost like at some point they're going to, you know, like you're going to speak it out into the universe and bring upon this negative energy, and then it's going to happen. It could be something as simple as, like, you know, you keep accusing them, you know, you might be very aggressive about it, and just be like, oh, you're obviously cheating on me, obviously, and they're going to be like, oh my god, you're so annoying. I'm sorry, but like, yeah, they might get really annoyed, really defensive about you constantly doing that. They'd be like, oh, just because I'm doing this doesn't mean I'm cheating, just because I have other friends, whatever, just because I'm not like, you know, mushy-gushy, lovey-dovey around you all the time doesn't mean I'm cheating on you, whatever. And I just feel like at some point they might get a little pissed off, and it's like, you know, you could break up because of this. They might, like, you know, storm out and then just do something very impulsively and then cheat. Like, I'm just getting, you know, like the show Friends, when right before Ross and Rachel broke up, like, she got a job from this guy, like this guy Mark, and Ross was very jealous and kept thinking that, like, that this Mark guy wanted to, you know, get in Rachel's pants, and she was just like, there's nothing going on between us, give it a break. But then, because he wouldn't leave it alone and he just kept getting all jealous and stuff, she was like, okay, we need to go on a break, you know. But then, you know, if you watch the show, she thinks that they didn't break up and they were just taking a break for like a minute. He thought they broke up, so, you know, he just kind of stormed off, went to a bar, and then he hooked up with someone. So basically throughout the show, people were like, oh, Ross cheated on Rachel, you know. So I kind of feel like that's like the situation that might happen here, where it's like, the more you accuse them, it's almost like it's going to manifest that way, where it's going to be like, oh, well, if you don't trust me, then maybe I should sleep with someone else. And it's a very stupid thing, but I just feel like that's probably what's going to happen, okay? Thank you, Spirit. Get some insight about this connection. retreat. Chemistry, express your love in the reverse. That makes sense, like I said, with they're not good at really expressing their emotions. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. Okay, like it could be like a twin flame, or in all honesty, it could be a karmic, a false twin. But you do feel this really strong pull. But I feel like the relationship is just really problematic. Like I feel like this is something you're gonna have to go through and just be with them, you know. But I don't really think it's something that's going to last, because I'm just feeling this self-sabotage here. This might not really be what you wanted as an answer, but yeah, again, like if they've cheated on you in the past, you have trouble trusting them. If you've been cheated on in the past, like, you know, when you were younger, in like a younger relationship or something, or if you know, if a parent has cheated on another parent, I just feel like that's going to affect you, and I feel like it's going to project onto this relationship. That's what I feel. The retreat in the reverse, it's like retreating from each other. Like I feel like when you get into an argument or something, I feel like it's never really fully resolved, or this could be like an energy that will happen like later on. Again, I feel like this is a very new connection. It might like, you know, very newly committed, and you might see it as very prosperous, and you're just like, oh, I'm so excited, I can't wait to, you know, like start life with this person. But I feel like you might be jumping a little too soon, like really thinking that something powerful is happening, and like I just feel like it could be like a false twin. I'm not really sure if this is like a real soul connection, but there is this pull towards being with one another. But I just feel like it's almost like it's like a fatal attraction. So like, yeah, that's why you're having trouble trusting them. I feel like you know, you can probably, again, I'm gonna refer to cafe astrology. If you're dating, you should know their, you know, their birthday and all that. Just like plug in your information, their information, natal chart, look at the compatibility, and just kind of see like where there are challenging aspects and where there are positive aspects. Because I feel like, again, even if they aren't cheating on you, you're gonna have trouble trusting them because of something else. And I feel like at some point they're just gonna get really annoyed, and they're just gonna storm off, you know, because they seem like a with this earth energy here, like they seem like a very stable person. You know, they seem like a very put together person, at least on the surface. But there could be some moments where they're very impulsive. Like again, I saw Virgo and obviously Aries in the cards. So yeah, they could be like a you know, Virgo sun, or, you know, rising, and then like an Aries moon. You know, so maybe the way that they react to things is just very impulsive. I just feel like if you guys jumped into this relationship too soon, then again, probably not the best idea, because you're definitely gonna have to learn how to trust each other. So again, I don't really think that they're cheating on you, but I just think that if you keep accusing them or assuming that they are, getting too in your head while you're maybe not around each other, or just, you know, feeling alone in their silence and in the way that they don't really express themselves in love, it's just going to affect the relationship. I'll pull a couple more cards, just hang tight. Someone could play guitar. I just bumped my desk into the guitar that I never play, never learn how to play it, but yes, we're mostly getting skateboard. Someone could probably skateboard. I just kind of saw someone skating in my head. Yeah, Two of Cups, but it's on its side, you know? So it's like there is this union here, but is it right, you know? I feel like that's what it's saying. It's like you're together, and it could feel like a really strong magnetic attraction, but this might not be your soulmate twin flame. It could just be a false twin, a karmic. You're supposed to be together to learn lessons and then move on from each other. The Magician in the reverse, again. Okay, that's really important that it came out again, so pay attention to that. And the Tower card. Like I said, this really is just self-sabotage here. It's like either you or them. I feel like it might just be you that will self-sabotage this if you just don't trust them. You guys just need to talk to each other and don't just assume that they're cheating on you. but I feel like they could also have this moments where they self-sabotage as well. This is like energy just for the entire thing. So I feel like just both with you guys, I feel like there would be a lot of like upheavals happening, and be careful because Venus is in retrograde right now. Abrupt confirmation. Venus went into retrograde on May 13th, and it will be in retrograde, I think, until like the end of June. You can double check that, but yeah, because going backwards, you're gonna have trouble in your love life. It's gonna be very turbulent, and especially, you know, right now, if you're watching this, you know, during lockdown and stuff, you're probably not around them that much, so you're just worried because they're not around you, and you just think that they're with someone else. Okay. Like, I don't feel this energy that you guys live with each other. I just feel like it's a very newly committed connection. So yeah, like maybe you say right before, you know, lockdown, if you're watching this in this time, the energy might be stronger in this current time because of Venus retrograde, and that's, you know, but in general, let's say you guys decided to commit literally right before this quarantine thing happens, so now you're just not around them, and they could have other friends that they're with or whatever, so you're just worried because you don't see them, and you haven't seen them in a long time. Like, they could be a very sexual person, so maybe it's just like, oh, they need their quick fix no matter who it is, or at least that's what you think. Okay, but definitely there's a lot of mistrust here. Okay, so something to think about. All right, if you would like a personal reading to look more into this, feel free, but again, I don't see that they are right now. Careful not to project, and have this understanding, and don't argue too much. And if things don't work out, don't worry. I don't think this is your person, so you just enjoy being with them right now. But if you start noticing some red flags, it's okay to back out, because I don't think that this is like a significant connection after like maybe like a year of dating. I just don't think it's gonna go that long. Okay, so if anything becomes turbulent, I feel like it's okay. It's just for you to learn, but don't be like, oh, I lost my soulmate. Like, they're not your soulmate, I'm sorry. But man, I feel like it's a good thing. Okay, so thank you, pile number one. Information in my description. You can reach out for me. Oh my god, reach out for me. Whatever, you know what I mean. For a personal reading if you want. Okay, but I'll move on to pile number two. Pile number two, you got the Scorpio card, clarified, or not clarified, but next to Uranus. Okay, is your person cheating on you? Committed relationship, monogamous, strictly exclusive? Are they cheating on you? So we have the Tower, the Hanged Man, the Hierophant, and the Six of Swords. King of Cups in the reverse, the High Priestess in the reverse, the Moon in the reverse, and the Nine of Swords. Definitely a lot of anxiety on your end. You could be living at a distance from one another. I feel like that's just gonna be a similar energy for most of these readings right now, but in general, you know, you could just live apart from them, so you have to actually travel to see them. Okay. So maybe it's like whenever you visit them, you know, you probably have a fun time, but then when you leave, you're just worried that something's happening. But low-key, I kind of feel like if you're worried, there might be for a reason, because we have the Tower card and the King of Cups in the reverse. Okay, they could be a Cancer or Scorpio, because those little creepy crawly people, that's on the Chariot card, which is Cancer, and then the King of Cups in the reverse, that's water sign, and then we have Scorpio. So yeah, they could be a water sign, especially Cancer or even Pisces. Yeah, there's just a lot of water here actually, because High Priestess can be Pisces, and Moon is Pisces, and we also have Taurus twice. Okay, so yeah, there could be a lot of like of these placements here. Literally Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Taurus. There's a lot happening here. That could be hinting at there's a lot of people. Okay, I'm gonna pull from the angel answers just to clarify these quickly, like just like a solid answer, and then I'm gonna really get into the reading. Thank you, Spirit. Please clarify this deck for pile number 2. Let's get some insight here. Let go in the reverse. What do you mean by that? Clarify this. Ooh, Jesus. I'll take that one. I don't want the other ones. Just too many cards. But it was yes in the reverse, and if you believe in the reverse. But I think those suffice enough for the message, okay? I'm kind of feeling like something could be happening here, okay, with this Tower card. It's like you might find out something very soon, very shocking, or like a sudden upheaval, okay? So it could be something that they're hiding. I feel like this relationship might be very turbulent. That might be the theme for all of these readings right now, like just for this reading, because if you're opting to watch a pick a card reading about if they're cheating on you, then that already is your sign, and you could just be sitting on your own intuition about the situation. But yeah, with the King of Cups in the reverse, they could be very manipulative. So maybe like you know, you could like, get into an argument and you're just like, are you cheating on me, or you know, you're seeing someone else or whatever, and like I feel like they know how to kind of dance around the topic, you know, kind of like to save face or something. It's like they don't really answer you. They're just like, babe, why would you say that? Like, I can't believe you don't trust me. Like they just don't know how to actually like own up to what they're talking about. Okay, Scorpio, it's a very secretive card. It's on its side. So in the upright, Scorpio is passionate, driven, perceptive, emotional, sacrificing, and determined. But then in the opposite, it's vindictive, paranoid, destructive, possessive, jealous, and clingy. Okay? This could be them or you. The paranoid card makes sense on your end with this Nine of Swords, so that could be your energy, okay? You could feel this very, like, paranoid, possessive type of connection. I just feel like you probably are both keeping secrets from one another, you know? Or it's like this is a relationship built on like a very unstable foundation, okay? Like on a fault line. Something could be from like California, just like I said, fault line, just like maybe a region that just has a lot of earthquakes, but that's random. So with them, I'm gonna pull these cards for them. The Hanged Man. It's like leaving behind their ego, okay? But however, the High Priestess in the reverse is like not trusting your intuition, and it could also be hidden agendas and keeping secrets, okay? And there's a lot of major arcana cards in here. So like this could be a very significant connection, you know, it could be a karmic, could be a twin flame or soulmate. But again, I just feel like it's like rocky waters, or if anything, it's just rocky right now. We are in Venus retrograde, okay? There are like 3 planets in retrograde right now, so yeah, I feel like right now is not really the best time for relationships, okay? I feel like there's just gonna be a lot of mistrust right now. So, you Spirit, for their person's row, it's like, let's clarify this Hanged Man and this High Priestess in the reverse for their person's energy. What's going on here? Are they cheating on them? What's happening here? Intellect. You could know this person from school. It could be Sagittarius, or just a very ambitious person. Like they always like set their goals. Waxing Gibbous and Capricorn. this could be things that like attracted you to them, okay? So like things that you like about them. I feel like you see them as a very ambitious person, very career driven, goal oriented. Okay. I feel like this connection itself is a little unconventional with the Uranus card. Uranus rules Aquarius. It's like eccentric, unpredictable changes, rebellion, reformation. So yeah, I feel like this is like a very unconventional type of relationship. Like it might be like weird with commitment, okay? And like I said, like it looks like there's so many signs here. So like your person could be like polyamorous or something, or it could be like an open relationship. Remember like when I was in the very beginning, I don't know if you skipped to your pile, but basically I was like, I want this reading to really just reach out to people who are in committed, like exclusive, agreed upon, you know, monogamous relationships. Because if anyone's polyamorous, you know, then you agreed to be in a relationship with someone who wants to date other people at the same time. If you're in an open relationship or you're not exclusive yet, like things just started, then you know you can't get mad if they're with someone else. However, they should still tell you, you know, that they should still tell you like, hey, I want to have an open relationship and see other people, okay? Again, with the High Priestess card in the reverse, that is like a hidden agenda right there. So yeah, there could be something that they're hiding. I feel like maybe their intentions aren't as clear as you think that they are. The Let Go card and the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man really is a card about letting go. So it's almost like maybe your person at least was a little bit of a player and they need to learn to let go of these other people that they were involved with. Okay, so like they're probably one to like stay friends with their exes, so that's probably putting you on edge. Okay. The sudden changes in the third house, I feel like just at face value, you learn like something new about this person like every single day, like really casual things, you know, but like it's like you're compiling all this information that you're learning about them. The Waxing Gibbous. Okay, Waxing Gibbous. Refine and hone, observe and align your hopes with the universe and build momentum. Okay. That could be saying that this connection itself is building momentum. Like maybe, you know, starting off very, very excited, very like ambitious, upbeat, like, oh, I want to be with this person, very fiery and passionate. And you're building momentum, you're still getting to know each other, and you're building momentum into like a more stable, disciplined connection with this Capricorn card. Okay? Like, this could be their energy, and then you could be the Capricorn energy, and that doesn't have to be your sign, that's just how you're approaching the situation. Let's see the strengths of Sagittarius. Ambitious, lucky, moral, optimistic, enthusiastic, open-minded, and versatile, okay? Keep in mind that it says open-minded. And then the weaknesses: gluttonous, lazy, restless, irresponsible, blindly optimistic, and tactless. So I wouldn't be surprised if the person that you're dealing with, like, they could be very indecisive, they really don't know what to do, so like they you know, in general, they're just open-minded, open relationship. Like, that's how they, you know, they're probably just looking at it as, you know, yeah, this person's chill. I'll start dating them. You know, who knows? Who knows what will happen? But they're not really serious yet. I feel like you might be nervous because you are trying to move forward too soon. Notice how this person has the cup, like this cup right here, while they're like moving forward with these Six of Swords. I feel like you could be kind of rushing to make this a committed relationship a little too soon, and because you're not really on the same page, that leads worry and anxiety. But again, I feel like this is the type of person where like they're not really drawn to like conventional relationships, okay? With the, yeah, I think it's like they know this but you don't. It's really weird. It's like the type of scenario where it's like, just with the Hierophant on this side, I just feel like, yeah, they're a little rebellious when it comes to connections. They're not really the commitment type. They might be like leading you on or thinking like, oh, you know, I'm not really like that, but I can eventually be like that. And, you know, they could with someone else, but it might not necessarily be with you. But I feel like you may have gone into this connection knowing that they're not really the type to go into commitments. Like, you know, they could be a little bit of a player. And again, like, this is something you're learning about them. But I feel like with this Moon card in the reverse, I kind of feel like the way how this connection is like they're fully aware that it's more of an open type of connection, while you are probably unaware, like that this isn't really known to you. Okay, now you could be slowly realizing that. Like, you could be thinking, you know what, I think this person doesn't really want this to be a closed monogamous relationship. I think this person wants to stay open. I think this person wants to see other people while they're seeing me. Okay, like, again, this could be a very polyamorous person, or again, they're just not about commitment, so it could just be an open relationship, but you don't realize that. Maybe they're really bad at communicating, they're indecisive, like, you know, like they just don't know who to choose. Okay, with this Tower card, you can look at it in like a very phallic way, and it could be like they let their head do the talking, not their heart, you know. Like, they go off of, you know, who they're attracted to, rather than what's right or wrong. Oh my god, a spider just landed on my desk. That is so creepy. That could be a creepy sign. I don't know if anyone's into spiders. I don't know what that means, but yeah, that scared me anyway. But with the choose new direction in the reverse, it's kind of like I feel like this is saying that your person, like, there are multiple people that they're interested in, not just one person. So it's like with this let go card in the reverse, I feel like you don't necessarily have to break up with this person. Like, again, I don't necessarily think that they're like cheating on you, but that could be a possibility. I don't really think this person is like cheating, but I just think that they think that this is like an open relationship. They're not really taking it seriously. They might still be flirting with other people, okay? Like, they could be the very flirty, sexual, seductive type, and like they don't see anything wrong with that, okay? So if you want it to be a monogamous relationship, you're gonna have to tell them, hey, look, I don't want to see anyone else, I just want to see you, and just see what they think about that. And if they're like, nah, I don't do that, I just want it to be an open relationship. Oh my god, this spider is coming towards me, stop. They could be like, no, I'm not like that, I just want this to be an open relationship. I'm not into like closed off connections like that. Okay, I'm sorry, this is scaring me, this freaking spider. I honestly don't even know what that means. I really don't, but it's creepy because the spider is just on the scorpion and it's just chilling. I don't want to kill it right now, but like, that's scaring me. Sorry for the interruption. I don't like spiders. Fucking Christ. Okay, anyway. Jesus, that could be some type of symbolism for some of you, but anyway, yeah, you can have a talk with them and be like, you can just ask them. I feel like stop it, leave me alone. If they're like, look, commitment really isn't my thing, then like you don't have to force them into a commitment, because I feel like you're just gonna be hurt, okay? Like, if they're an unconventional type of person, then you just have to deal with the fact that they're unconventional. So I'm sorry, I have to kill this spider. Never mind. That's scaring me. Ah. Jesus Christ, sorry. That's terrifying, but I don't want a spider just crawling on my desk. Okay, so sorry I killed the spider. But again, Jesus. Things happen in readings that are weird, so I feel like take that as you will. That could be a message to some of you, and please don't get mad at me for killing a spider, I'm sorry. But I'm sure most of you probably don't care. Anyway, Jesus. Oof. Ooh, creepy. God, anxiety. Anyway, oof. I feel like you could sorry. I feel like you could work with this person though. Like again, if they're not really about being in a closed off relationship, you can say like, look, I really want something, you know, just the two of us, whatever, and just see what they say. But if they're not open for that, but you still want to be with them, then just be like, okay, whatever, then it's an open relationship, you know, like, and don't stress over them, and you like see other people while you're with them, you know, like don't think of it as they're cheating on you, just be like, okay, this is an open relationship, and then you can see people, you can flirt with other people, whatever, and then if they eventually want something and you want something, then you can do that. But if you try to force them to be in a committed relationship when they don't want to be, that's when they're gonna cheat on you, you know. So thank you, Spirit. What kind of connection is this? Let's get some insight, like. Can I clarify that? Children in reverse. It's weird. You have heart-to-heart conversation in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. So again, you probably just need to talk to each other. The children card, your love life is being affected by children. Someone could have children. For some of you, it could just be like they interact with like, you know, their baby mama or baby's father, you know, like that type of thing. That could be something if they have children. So maybe if they're around them a lot, you're probably worried that, like, you know, for some of you, considering we're in quarantine, your person could be like staying with their ex, you know, like with the mother or father of their children, just so that they can see their child, and they're just basically in the same house. I know some people are doing that. That's not gonna apply for some of you, because otherwise I really didn't get that message anywhere. However, with the Hierophant, with this baby right here, that could be a possibility. Okay, like, yeah, that they could have a kid. You probably are aware of this, but yeah, they can have a kid, and there's probably hanging out with their kids, so you're just worried that they're just around their ex right now. Okay, honeymoon in the reverse. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So yeah, I feel like with this situation, definitely, it's not necessarily holiday time, but because, and I don't really think anyone's enjoying it, but I do see that if they are with their ex, you know, just taking care of their child in the same house, they're just kind of cooped up in the house together, and you're just like, this really sucks, and like you're just like not trusting it, and you're upset because you're just like, okay, what's happening here? Are they hiding something? You know, that they could be doing it for all I know, you know. So I feel like that could be springing up this worry. Okay. So yeah, yeah, so for this pile, like, yeah, are they, aren't they? Again, I would just say they probably are seeing other people, flirting with other people, because they're just very open-minded. They like open relationships. They don't like commitment. So if you want to, like, you know, tame the beast, you're just gonna have to tell them. Otherwise, like, you could obviously consider that cheating, but he or she might not. Okay, so just be aware of that. Amber confirmation. Okay, so yeah, are they cheating? Depends how you look at it. But are they, you know, possibly flirting, seeing other people, open to an open relationship? Yes, probably. okay? And if you don't like that, you're gonna have to talk to them about it, because if they don't see anything wrong with it, then they'll just do it, and they won't realize that it's a problem, okay? Such a weird reading, but like this wasn't really a reading I usually do. This was requested, so when I get a requested reading, just whatever energy comes up, it's weird. All right. For those of you who chose pile number 3, the Terra, which is Earth, you have Pisces in the reverse, Knight of Wands, or no, Page of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, wait, I didn't mean to turn that, the World, ooh, the World, Earth, 8 of Pentacles, move this. God, in the last pile, there was a tiny spider that was just crawling on my desk, and it was freaking me out. I was just gonna let it chill, but I was like, I have to kill it. I'm sorry. Like, this is driving me crazy. Okay. Ace of Swords in the reverse. 10 of Wands in the reverse. 2 of Wands in the reverse. King of Wands on its side. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get some insight on this connection. Let's get some insight on this connection. Is this person cheating on them for pile number 3? In the near future. In the reverse. That's not nice to hear. Let's get a clarifier card. What do you mean by that? Is there a person cheating on them? Okay. Big happy changes in the reverse. Alright, it could be one of those things where it's like they're probably not cheating on you right now, but something could happen in the future. There could be some temptation there. Okay, but let's look at this. For one, let's start off with this Terra card in the astrology deck. They literally say in the booklet that this card means absolutely nothing. It's just for depictive purposes, because when you do reading on astrology, you don't include the Earth. You have every other planet, so it's just there just to be there as a placeholder. So this card, at least in my readings, I chose to still use it, but they say you don't have to at all because it doesn't mean anything. So I intuitively will pick up just many different messages from this situation, okay? For one, it's matching the Queen of Pentacles. You could be dealing with a female. Could be a very earthy person. It could be an earth sign. Like a little bit of a bohemian vibe. It could be a mother. Don't have to be. But she's that motherly, nurturing energy. I'll come back to that later. Okay, so the overall energy. Okay. So what I see happening here with the Page of Wands on this side and the Ace of Swords in the reverse, you don't have any actual solid proof that this person is cheating on you. You're probably just confusing yourself and thinking that they are. Because look, on this side of the Page of Wands, look how mystical and like, I was gonna say cynical, colorful and cosmic this is. But on this side, this person is just in a desert, and it's like that I'll believe it when I see it type of energy. So I feel like, you know, yeah, you don't have any physical earthly proof that anything's actually happening with this person, but you're just a little uncertain, you're confused, and this could be a mutual energy between the both of you. Okay. Now, again, you can be dealing with a feminine energy, cannot talk. If they have kids, you may be like kind of like helping parenting their child, you know, that type of thing. Or you get along very well with their child. I feel like with them, they have this energy where like they take care of everyone, but it is a burden on them, and I feel like right now they're just avoiding responsibility completely. I don't know why you came here to see if they're cheating on you. I'm gonna pull some astrology cards just to kind of get more insight on this person you're dealing with. New Spirit. Like you could be feeling like wow, the Pluto card, that's like transformation. You could be feeling like they think, oh, I feel smothered, I feel trapped, I don't want to be in this, you know, connection anymore. That's funny because yeah, it said in the near future and big happy changes in the reverse. So like I don't know if you guys are married. I feel like the connection itself could be a little premature, but maybe like, you know, you are like currently living together, you're just quarantined in the same house, you're chill with your kids, whatever. But I just feel like this energy with them, they might feel a little smothered by that. They might feel trapped. They might not really want this level of commitment. So it could be saying that in the near future, you guys could just probably break up, because I know like a lot of people were joking on like, you know, social media, being like, oh, after quarantine is over, I wonder how many couples are gonna break up after just being cooped up in the house with each other all day, every day. So like this could be like an impending breakup or like a divorce. I don't know if you guys are married or not. But let me ask get insight on this person they're dealing with. Waning gibbous. Okay, 10th house ambition. Leo at the bottom of the deck. So, let's look at the Gemini card. Okay. And I'll also look at the Pisces card after this. So, with the Gemini card, the strengths are they're intelligent, they're adaptable, agile, communicative, informative, and connected. But the weakness is they might exaggerate, very deceptive, cunning, superficial, inconsistent. This is why people always say like, oh, Geminis are, you know, two-faced. Now, with this here, these horns, there could be some cuckolding happening, and that is when like, you know, a woman is cheating on her husband, and like the man who's being cheated on is referred to as a cuck. So like this could be something that's happening. Now with the in the near future card in the reverse, it could be saying like probably wasn't even in the near future. It could have been something that happened very, very recently, you know, or is current. It's like they are just so burdened by the situation, just being around the same people, that they might just be like, okay, I'm just going to branch off and just, you know, be with someone else, like almost like risking everything just to, like, something about the situation just wasn't really thinking that far ahead. Okay, we have the World card, we have the Two of Wands in the reverse. Two of Wands in the reverse is like lack of forethought. Okay. So yeah, it's like jumping into this higher level of commitment without really thinking about it. And as usual, this is very similar to pile number one. Actually, wow, pile number one, the King of Pentacles is on this deck. So yeah, very similar actually, very similar. But oddly enough, I feel like for that pile, I didn't really think it didn't really seem like it was like a full commitment. It just felt like, oh, potential is there. With this, I feel like it's like you're in the same home together with this person. Let's look at this 10th house energy. This is about, career, contributions to society, reputation, social standing, influence, and power. Your person could have like a reputation, like a really vast social standing. It's like they take on this leadership role with that Leo card that was at the bottom of the deck. With the waning gibbous, look at that. Introspection, turn inwards, reflect on goals, and cultivate gratitude. Okay. I feel like your person is being called to focus on themselves and focus on their own goals. Okay, so yeah, if they're the one that like they take care of everyone in the house, they're kind of like maybe wanting to be a little selfish right now, or again, just focus on their own career. Okay, they could be like an essential worker, or if you're watching this later down the line when we're not in quarantine, in general, they could just be, very hardworking person, and their career is like everything to them. Like I feel like they have their own type of stability. They can make their own money, and they really have like a leg in the household, like that they support a lot. Oh my god, tiny bugs, Jesus. But there just is very impulsive energy here. Like this is your energy. Like you might be younger than this person, and I just feel like you really jumped into this relationship maybe a little too soon, very impulsively. And you could be learning a lot of growth here. You could work with them, work for them. Okay, with the 10th house, that's career, and this is like an apprentice type of card, especially this side with that little kid. So yeah, it's like this could be someone that like you work with, someone that's like kind of mentoring you or something. Okay, and you just kind of got into a relationship very recklessly, very impulsively. But it's like they have this higher standing, so with that, it could also be that there are a lot of people trying to get their attention. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Spirit. That's... Oh my god. Okay, so Spirit, so... what kind of connection is this? Let's get some insight. Express your love. Yeah, that's just clarifying what I was saying. It's, and look, separation, it's in the reverse, but it's at the bottom of the deck. So it's like, I feel like, yeah, you guys have expressed your love to each other before really getting to know each other. I just feel like this was a very premature, probably youthful mistake of a connection where you just jumped into something. But yeah, there could be a lot of people that's trying to get their attention, or it's just saying something could be happening in the near future, or like you might separate. They could just feel like very stressed in their current environment. They could be feeling like trapped, weighed down, something like that, where they're just like, oh, I don't want to be in this commitment anymore. So, like, I just feel like there could be like a breakup happening here. I feel like there could be a lot of turning inward right now, where you're not really communicating that well with each other. And it could be saying like a cycle is like complete. Okay. So it's like, it's not really saying if this person is cheating on you, but I do feel like something could happen. Like, again, they could be very tempted by other people, and they could be, unfaithful later on. or like, you know, sooner, because I feel like with the big happy changes card in the reverse, I feel like this is going to be something that you're not really going to be too happy about. Okay, like a just ending of a cycle with this connection. Because yeah, if you jumped into the connection too soon, that might be something. I feel like with that Earth card right there, it's kind of hard to get a reading on them. But like with the cornucopia, I guess it's like I just feel like this community type of feeling, okay? Like, yeah, just like a lot of suitors, just a lot of people interested in them, this big social standing, this reputation. For some of you, this person could be cheating with you. That's just for some of you. Let's go to the Pisces card. This is in the reverse. Escapist, unrealistic, and submissive. Okay. So that's what I was like kind of saying. I feel like your person can be a little bit of an escapist. Like they don't really like to stay in one place too soon, but I feel like they usually just hide it, you know, like with that submissive energy and the earth energy, like they seem like they have everything together, but I feel like in reality they probably don't. Because look at this other side. That's like a broken pillar. It's like when the Queen of Pentacles, like they take care of everyone else, but they don't know how to take care of themselves. So I feel like this person will have periods in time where like they really just can't handle a commitment, and like they just get this very escapist just energy with them. And I feel like, you know, if you guys are around each other a lot and you jumped into something really fast and suddenly, you know, you're living in the same house and all this stuff, I feel like they're just overwhelmed, and then they might be tempted to cheat. They might be tempted to do that, or they might just be like, I just want to break up, I want to clear my head, I don't want to be in this anymore. So it could be like as a means of escapism, they just have like an affair with someone else. But I feel like this is more like a warning, not necessarily like, oh, this is happening right now. But again, there could be temptation if there's a lot of people that are like kind of suiting them. Or courting them, I mean. I'll pull a couple more cards though. In a second. So, okay. Again, very similar to pile number 1, where it's like this isn't necessarily happening, but it's something that could happen. But pile number 1 was very different because that was more like a self-sabotage type of thing. For this pile, I just feel like your person, they just have moments where they just feel trapped, okay? Thanks, Spirit. And like they might just do something completely disregarding their responsibilities in a relationship, in a connection, you know, whatever. You could have kids with this person, or you could be, you know, taking care of their kid. I don't know. I'm gonna pull these. So thank you, Spirit. Pile number 3, is their person cheating on them, or are they going to cheat on them? What's happening here? Okay, with the Justice card, I feel like this is like a legal thing. So, again, the two of you could be married and they just maybe don't want to be married anymore. So you could be thinking that they're cheating or because they're acting weird, but they might just want to like get a divorce or something. I just feel like there's this offer they don't want anymore. I feel like they're not really satisfied anymore in this connection, unfortunately. So that's just for some of you guys if you're married. The Sun card. The Sun is the most positive card in the deck, so it's like, while it's not necessarily negative, I'm just thinking about the big happy changes card in the reverse, where it's like I feel like the situation, things will work out how they're meant to. It'll work out for the better, but this situation itself might not really go as you want it to, okay? I feel like this person, like, they just avoid responsibility. So again, if you have a kid together, you might be getting custody over that child. So that might be positive for you. And, you know, if you have a son, because the justice card is in the uprights, that's fairness. So it's like, they could just be like, your person could just be a very reckless person, but like, it's weird because like, it's like in the spotlight, they seem like they have everything together, but I guess, you know, not, the grass is always going to be greener on the other side, but I guess maybe, you know, behind closed doors, you're looking at them and you're just like, no, this person, like, they're very introspective. They don't really, you know, they don't talk about their feelings, you know, they always avoid their responsibility. It could even be like, you know, dodging child support or something like that, you know, like that type of thing. Or at least later on it will be. I just get this sense that this connection with this person isn't really going to work out now. It's just so weird because for all these readings, it's like, it's hard to just get a solid answer because there's a lot of energies here, but I just feel like for this person, it'll resonate the most if you are married with them, you have like a kid with them or something. I just feel like, you know, after quarantine is over or whenever you're watching this, just at some point in the near future, I feel like you guys are just gonna get a divorce or just separate after maybe a long time of being together. Maybe if you're not married, maybe, you know, you got together very impulsively, maybe you live with each other, you know, so it's almost like you're married but you're not, but like there's some responsibility that they are avoiding, and I feel like it's just gonna end in like a look, we need to separate. And they could sabotage it by cheating or just flat out be like, I don't want to be in this connection anymore, okay? So it could be one or the other. But like, nothing's outright saying that they are right now, but I just think that either way, some type of separation is probably going to happen here. Okay, so Jesus. This requested reading is just very, very toxic energy. Just like all of these are toxic energies. Okay, so a lot of you guys could just be dealing with karmics and asking about your karmic. Jesus, alright. I hope that gave some insight, and if there was like a lot going on for this pile and you just want to hone in on your own specific story, you know, you can reach out to me for a reading. My information will be in the description below, okay? My readings are very affordable. Just message me and request one, and we'll look into your situation specifically. And if this doesn't fully resonate, feel free to pick another pile just to kind of get more insight, okay? Because some of these piles get very specific to certain people that need to watch it, okay? But thank you. Again, we are in Venus retrograde, so things are going to be really wonky with relationships, so don't be too hasty about it, but just wait it out and just see if it's something to really be concerned about. But I'll see you guys next time, okay?